We welcome you to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College as Muncie Media Sports brings you UMA basketball. Doubleheader action here today, beginning with the noontime game. We'll get underway here shortly with the women's game, followed by the men's game. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Munsing, joined by Nate Munsing. Zach Bryant is on our camera high above the courtside here at Kirk Hall. We're back for the final two games of our weekend extravaganza beginning Friday night with two games, 4 games yesterday. 2 games here today as we'll get set for UMA Moose Call action. As we said, the Knights of Vermont Tech, they come in at 0-3 on the season. They'll take on the 5-4 University of Maine at Augusta Moose women. We'll get the starting lineups coming here shortly from Patrick Dexler, the voice.
Well, we're gonna have a 10-minute, just because the trainer just got here, he's gonna have to tape up a couple ankles, and so we're gonna 10-minute warm up to get through before we.
Yeah, trainer just came in, and there's some pre-game things that he needs to do. So it'll be about 9 minutes before the start of this game. So why don't we put the splash screen back up? So we're going to put that up for about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll come back to our normal pregame routine in about 5 or 6 minutes here from Kirk Hall, as we'll have a delay to the start of this one, and that gives me some time to go in because I have to adjust the start of the second game because that will be somewhat delayed as well. So give us time to do a little bit management, make sure we extend this game so that the whole game goes out. So we'll do that, and we'll rejoin you in about 5 or 6 minutes here from Kirk Hall. Rob Munzing, Nate Munzing back here at Kirk Hall as we rejoin you here, delaying the start, so we'll be getting underway in about a minute or so here, and we'll bring in Patrick Dexler, the voice of CM Athletics, as CM Athletics is hosting this game for the University of Maine at Augusta. Chris Hart here on site to do the online stats. We thank him for his work doing that. Did it from home yesterday, and Chris and I had a conversation about it. He said it was really helpful. I was giving some added information because I knew that Chris was doing the stats at home as to who may have had the rebound or an assist or things like that. He says it was much more difficult doing it off of the feed of the game, of course, than being here in person. But he's on site here today, so our stats will be exactly up to date, and we're thankful for the live stats. Really adds to our broadcast. So the Knights of Vermont Tech will get set to be introduced. We'll pass our headset over to Patrick Dexler here for the pregame activities coming up here from Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College. But first, we're going to take a quick break as they will have the national anthem. We'll come back for the pregame introductions from Kirk Hall after this.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom. This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
And once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dave Gagne Court at Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for today's Yankee Small College Conference women's basketball game featuring the visiting Vermont Technical College Knights and the University of Maine Augusta Moose. The YSCC promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at any of the above parties will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the site of competition. Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Knights. From Southfield, Michigan, number 11, Corianne Yarborough. From St. Johnsbury, Vermont, number 12, Ella Buckingham. From Tampa, Florida, number 20, Tay Finnegan. From South Royalton, Vermont, number 21, Samantha Barcombe. And from Highgate Center, Vermont, number 24, Lily Kaleke. The head coach of the Knights is Michael Mader. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Moose. From Litchfield, Maine, number 5, Desiree Dumais. From Canaan, Maine, number 20, Mariah Dunbar. From Millinocket, Maine, number 23, Allison Alley. From Monmouth, Maine, number 24, Katie Butterfield. And from Charlotte, Maine, number 25, Sydney Farrer. The head coach of the Moose is Heath Cowan. The assistant coach is Peter Dixon. The student assistant is Ty Cowan.
Thank you, Patrick Dexler, voice of Kirk Hall here, doing the intros for us. We'll get set to go here. Tip-off delayed by about 13 minutes, but we're set to go here. If you watched our games yesterday, you saw the Knights take on the Mustangs from Central Maine Community College. And if you watch that game, you know that the Knights are limited roster-wise. Just the 5 starters are the players that they have available. So they have to be very careful how they manage their defensive situation. So we'll see them in zone for most of the game. So I'm sure the Moose have gone to work on that, Nate, and know they'll have to break down the zone defense. They'll get it inside here to Butterfield. Katie will go up, be stripped away by Yarborough. She got it back outside to Farrar. They're rolling around the outside. Nice step through there by Dunbar to finish. Kept her pivot feet down and stepped through and up and in for 2.
Yeah, good little pump fake there.
This is Yarborough. She'll handle most of the ball handling situations here. Buckingham with it here back outside. Finnegan wants to go. She got cut off on the baseline. She'll bring it back out. Dished inside to Yarborough. She'll step it through. Nice pass inside back to Yarborough. She'll go up. Yarborough was the high scorer in the game for them yesterday for the Knights, and she'll get the first basket of the game here today. Great Yarborough.
Persistence there for Vermont Tech. Rob underneath the basket.
They're tied at 2. Sydney Farrar back outside now. Sydney will get it in the corner. Dunbar's good down along the baseline. Comes the cutter inside to Butterfield. It goes up and foul called. One of the keys, of course, for the Knights, as we said, is making sure that they stay out of foul trouble, because if somebody happens to foul out, they've got nobody to sub in. They'll have to play with 4. Katie, a good foul shooter, gets the first one. Finnegan will take her place back inside. 1 of 2 for Katie Butterfield. Moves out early, 3-2. Yarborough with it. Brings it up. Moose playing half-court matchup defense here. Buckingham got it in to Finnegan. She'll bring it out high. Dunbar on the good defense. Now they'll hand it off to Caliquet. Stolen away. Farrar got bumped, but they'll let it go because she's got an advantage here. Here she comes. They got to call that one as Sydney got knocked to the ground, and on the floor is the foul. I don't believe it's in the shooting action, so it'll be underneath baseline.
She couldn't get it out. She was on the gather, right? When she's going to shoot a layup on the gather.
Coach Cowan trying to sell that one. The official not buying it.
She's actually on the floor. She started a shot.
Coach still going through. Nice baseline to Dunbar. The Moose will cut it through. Allie, a long 3. Dumais with it. Back outside. Farrar. Head and shoulder fake. Drives it through. Puts it up. Won't go. Finnegan rebound. Yarborough now. Here she comes. Yarborough went up and down and all around for a turnover.
Yeah, Allie doing a nice job going up, getting her hand on the ball there.
Good little graphic we'll put up when we get the first timeout of the game for Desiree Dumais. And we'll talk more about Desiree and her great week last week. When we get a second, she was Player of the Week. We'll save that graphic. I think we got the graphic, don't we, Nate? We do. Yarborough. Nice pass inside. Finnegan on the layup and in. Knights take the lead 4-3. That was a nice pass assist from Yarborough to Finnegan for 2. Farrar. She picks up her dribble. Allie, right side now. Dumais in the corner to Dunbar. Dunbar looking to go. Not a lot of room down there, but they'll get it to Allie for the 3 outside. Won't go. Rebound is tipped around and tipped right out of the hands. And it went to Butterfield, and Katie just rolled it off. Come the Knights. Calicay going to take it to the line. Lily Calicay. Highgate Center, Vermont, her hometown. Most of these kids from Vermont. Finnegan from Tampa, Florida. Yarborough from Southfield, Michigan.
Moose a little flat-footed right now, Rob.
Yes. Yep, they are.
You kind of read it on their body language a little bit, too. See if they can kick up their sense of urgency here moving forward.
Yeah, I sense if they don't, there'll be a timeout. 5-3,
Yeah.
Vermont Tech. Farah. Dunbar was open for a second. They couldn't get it to Mariah. Comes outside. Dume wants a three. She's a good shooter from there. Rings it in and out, just not dropping down here so far for the Moose. That's a good shot. They usually hit that one. Yarborough. Got alley on her. Gets a pick. Yarborough comes, and we're going to get a charge. No question about that one.
Well, I don't know. I think she's well inside the arc here, Rob.
Well, let's look then.
Yeah.
I'm kind of blocked out. I saw the contact. Coach Mader not saying anything from the night side. We'll get that replay.
Yeah, it's real close. Foot clearly on the line there, but
Back live. Swung around. Dume into Butterfield, got stripped away. Calicay with the strip. Yarborough now with it in the backcourt. Resumes her dribble.
it's interesting because UMA just saw the same zone yesterday. It's just played differently here by Vermont Tech, doing a much better job than what the Moose saw yesterday, Rob.
Right.
They're just being more aggressive on that initial entry at the high post.
Well, we saw in the game yesterday against the Mustangs that the kids from Vermont Tech play really hard, but there's only 5 of them, so they play aggressively and they close out well early on while they have fresh legs, and then as they have to play every dribble of the game, they wear down just a little bit. That did hit the back of the iron, so no violation, but here come the Moose. Allie with it. Drops it off Dunbar. She's going to reverse it back out to Dume, who's got launched there, and she's all net.
She's not going to miss 3 of those in a row, Rob. She dialed it in now. Did a little calibration, was able to get that one home.
So Desiree with the long-range one. Ties it at, puts the Moose up by 1. Into Calicay, she keeps it alive. Buckingham holds. Dunbar on her. Dume with some good defense and good steal. Mariah Dunbar on Finnegan, lays it off to Dume. She gets her feet under her and puts it up.
Nice job.
That was a tough one on the left side. She knew she had to go right-footed because that's where her feet were.
Well, and I like Dunbar running that, doing a nice job, getting the defender to get her back to her and drawing her over towards her and being unselfish making that pass.
Yarborough goes left side, dips it inside. She'll get it back. Yarborough through traffic, lays it up, gets fouled. Yarborough, as we saw yesterday, she's not afraid to take it to the rack and picked up the contact there. Didn't get the basket to fall, but she'll get 2.
It's a good matchup here between her and Allie.
Yeah, real similar type players.
Yeah.
Ariana Alcid in the game now, number 30. Alcid came in and did a great job rebounding in the game. Yarborough. First one rings out. Haley Paquette in the game as well, I believe. I'm blocked out here down at the floor level a little bit by the officials and players. Yeah, it is. Haley's in the game. She had good minutes yesterday. Dume, nice feed inside to Dunbar. Dunbar in traffic. Goes up left-handed, rolls it up and off. Knights on the attack. Calicay to Yarborough. She keeps her dribble alive.
That's impressive right there.
Yeah. Got it back out so she wouldn't get called for the 3 seconds.
Yeah, quick hands.
Finnegan. Outside now. Buckingham wants to go left side. Got cut off. Some good help defense. Moose fighting through. And Shot clock violation. So that's good matchup defense there by the Moose. They're up 8-5 after a little bit of a slow start. Moose are starting to pick it up here on the attack. Alley goes, kicks it back outside. Dumay back over to Dunbar. She's on the attack, puts it up, won't go. Rebound tipped around. Paquette got it back outside to Dumay, and she's going to hit that 9 out of 10 times. And great outside shooter, Desiree Dumay.
Yeah, she's got that locked in. Her shot is in the right wing. She'll go plant herself right over there, and her teammates do a great job of getting rid of the ball. Dunbar again
with the take, and we're going to get a technical foul called. As Lily Caliquet wasn't happy with the call. If you look, when you looked at that play, Nate, it wasn't so much that she bodied up, but she took the ball as kind of a weapon and banged into the defender with the ball. So.
Well, and she was, how we were kind of questioning if she was inside the arc on the first offensive foul that she set up for. That one, she clearly above it. Yeah. So it's an easy call.
So we're going to shoot the technical, the free throws first, right, Nate? We're going to shoot the free throws and then. No, Dunbar's going to shoot the technical. Now it's going to be Moose basketball. So they get a chance to get a 4-point opportunity out of this as Mariah hit both free throws. Yeah, Coach Cowan said, well, yeah, first one might have been.
He called that. He said, be a willing shooter.
Yeah. Well, now it's a perfect time. That's a perfect segue as Desiree's got 3. We'll take a look at it and on the replay. She's been on fire with the threes. That's her third 3 of the game. Going to see it right here.
So right around this point here, Coach Cowan's yelling that he basically wants her to shoot the ball again. And she's on fire. She got the hot hand. They got to keep going to her.
Yeah, she's got 11, 4 out of 5. 3 out of 4 from 3-point range. So we got the graphic we can show up there for Desiree. Congratulations to her. She's Player of the Week, which is a huge honor for her. Player of the Week for the Moose. Several Moose have been honored Players of the Week here in the early going. So congratulations to Desiree Dumay out of Oak Hill High School. She and her sister Bree on the team. Some good basketball players have come out of Oak Hill over the years. Several of them played for the Mustangs as well as the Moose. Yarbrough tricky dribbles, gets it back outside. Finnegan wants to go. She got stripped and fouled the second time. Dumay going to get called on it. 2:34 left here. Slow start. The Moose have gone out to a 16-5 lead. Knights had a 5-4 lead at one time. Since then, they've gone scoreless. But Finnegan will break that with the free throw. Whoa. That one's kind of thrown to space. For hours able to get it. There's your shooter. Why not? Why not?
Is that 4 in a row?
4 in a row.
Well, she started here on the left side, hit 2 on that far side, and then that one.
She's 5 out of 6. She's making a bid to be back-to-back Player of the Week with this performance here. Thrown in the corner, out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Knights.
I know we're a little early here in the first, but UMA's got quite the record set for three-pointers made in a game.
They've got what?
Quite the record that's already been set for most three-pointers made in a game. Isn't it something like 13 or?
Yes, because we did that game, didn't we? I forget who that was. Was it the kid from Lawrence? I think it was here. Remember in the game that they beat CM? I think it was here. That name will come to me.
Shoot it again. Oh.
Passes it up to Sydney. She says, well, see if I can duplicate that.
Everyone in the gym wants her to shoot again.
Yeah. She's unselfish to a fault, we call that.
If they get her the ball here.
Short.
See the zone shift all the way over to the left? She's wide open if they get it back there.
Shoot it.
Well, good decision there, I think. Yeah, they needed it.
So, shot clock violation. Coach says, catch and release, let it go. Bombs away. Open the bomb bay doors. Finnegan up, no. Rebound. Dume threw it ahead, but Finnegan ran it down. Calicay goes up, launches a left-handed one. Doesn't go in, but she gets fouled. She'll go to free throw line. So Calicay picked up the foul and then the technical, so she's got 2 fouls. And speaking of fouls, Desiree Dume with 3 fouls here in the first quarter. So she's lit up the stat line in multiple ways. 5 or 6 field goals, 4 or 5 from 3-point range. She got 5 rebounds and 3 fouls. She's got her stamp all over the stats. 19-8. Inside of a minute, first quarter. Here's the cut. Alcid cut through, got fouled. And these will be 2 shots. Bree Dume coming in the game now, her first appearance. She'll go in for Mariah Dunbar. I guess not.
No, Allie's going to come
for Allie.
She was saying Dunbar's going to go to the 1 spot.
I see that. Yeah, Dunbar will take over the ball handling responsibilities.
Tall group out there right now.
Ariane will get a second one. Moose will drop back to that half-court matchup man here. They've played all game. They've played aggressively, fighting through picks a lot today. Here comes the switch. Finnegan, they'll fight through that. Calicay puts it up, won't go. Dunbar with a rebound. Mariah looks up. Had Paquette ahead, couldn't get it to her. Dunbar's going to skip it inside to Alcid. Alcid goes up once, twice. Yarbrough's got it. Shot clock off. Yarbrough. Dribbled through and out of bounds. So 7.8, plenty of time left here for the Moose. Yarbrough smart. Pressures in, gets a steal. Yarbrough goes up, gets fouled. Corey Yarbrough with a good heads-up play as she started back, Nate, and then reversed her field and caught the Moose a little flat-footed there. Got the steal, went up, got fouled.
Yeah, tough angle to make that pass. Rob kind of working away from the basket or from the ball rather than coming back to it.
Corey Yarbrough will get a second one. That's her 3rd point of the game. She was high scoring yesterday's game against the Moose. Like all
Mustang
forward teammates, she played every dribble of the game. She's got it again. She's a feisty player. You know, she'd be playing for about every team in the league here, I think, Nate, for sure. So anyway, we got a 21-9 first quarter. We'll take the break. We'll come back. More basketball from Kirk Hall after this.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. Any AA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
Back here to Kirk Hall, Rob Munzing, Nate Munzing, Zach Bryant doing the great job on our camera. Our student intern here from Central Maine Community College. He and Andrew Severson have been doing all our camera work all year, and we are so pleased to have these two gentlemen working with us. They are highly responsible, always punctual. Makes it easy for this old guy. We've got so much going on that the kids take charge. They work between themselves to schedule themselves for all the games we have. We've had a lot of games lately. Andrew did 4 games yesterday on camera. And after doing 2 on Friday night, I had to get a special award for him. Pocket somehow got it off the glass. Rebound came out high. Bree Dumans kept it alive. Desiree Dumais, the high scorer in the game here after the first quarter, 14 points. The Sister Act. Sister Act, part 2. 3 from long range. They must have an outdoor court at home. That was a nice finish by Calicay. She was able to sneak in along the baseline, put it down for 2, 24-11.
Impressed with Yarborough's ability to get that pass down underneath with
really
enough touch and also put it in a spot where teammates can get a shot up. But you can't, I mean, what are you going to do against it? You can't, unfortunately, they can't come out of that zone. They just don't have
they can't,
the depth to be able to do that. And I think you would probably just want to invert it, go to a 3-2, Rob, just start taking away the three-pointer from the Moose. We've got to call that.
Yeah, the Moose got 8 threes. Paquette went, she couldn't get it down. Yeah, so betwixt and between here, we got a scrum on the floor. Yeah, let me see, make sure I get that right. 4, 5, 6. 6 threes.
Yeah, wow. And their percentage is super high right now.
From, yes.
From 3.
They're 6 and 9 for 66.7%. You shoot that for the game, you're going to score at like 140 points.
You usually want to be around 30% is a good day for 3. So
exactly.
They double that. That's incredible.
And as we've said many times, and we talked to a lot of the players, both obviously the home teams, of which the Mustangs are normally the home team, but the Moose are today, and any of the teams that come in love playing here because it's a great shooting background. The rims are really forgiving. We saw one that bounced up and down, around and through yesterday that we couldn't believe. So it's a great shooting venue. It's great. It's a great basketball venue is what it is.
Yeah,
this is tremendous. In the tournaments here this year, that'll be a rocking and rolling event. Munson Media will have the live coverage of that. Calicay puts it up, won't go. Sydney Farrar with the rebound. Sydney. Bree Dumais inside the Butterfield. She's on her spot. You can almost start clicking the clock for 2 points. When Katie gets it there, she is so quick on her release. She's in that block there on that left side, and she just spins glasses. I bet you could put a blindfold on her, and she'd make 9 out of 10 of those.
She does such a good job of pre-pass, Rob, understanding where she is on the court. I think she's already designated in her head based off of where she is on the court, how she's going to react to the pass and what her move's going to be. She does such a good job. Her footwork's great.
Yeah, Katie, 6-foot senior. Out of Monmouth Academy. Always, every time we show up for a game, Katie gives us a hello and a smile. We love it. Great kids here. For the Moose, great kids in this league. We say it again and again and again. Yarborough.
behind her back, looking for the pass to the corner. Gets it. Calicay going to go up, and it won't go. And Alcid does what she does, which is rip a board.
Yeah, you're not getting the ball away from her.
Ariana knows her role, plays it very well. Down to the corner, try to get inside, and Finnegan stepped in. Comes Yarbrough with it. Yarbrough is going to go up and drop it home and drop to the floor. Little contact. She could have got a three-point play on that, but they let it go.
I thought Ferrari did a good job of avoiding it.
Yeah. Paquette in the corner. She's going to launch a three and hit it. Healy's in the act. And we'll get the timeout. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. 7:02 left here. Second quarter action on Munzing Media.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
Rob Munzing and Nate Munzing. That's the graphic we've got set up for Wednesday when Coach Palmer will be back down here with Nate. He'll be doing the game from Central Maine Community College as I do the game up at the Augusta Civic Center. For UMA, we'll have 4 games on Wednesday night. That'll be our next night of broadcasting. Then we're back down here for a single game on Friday night as the Moose women will again travel down here to Kirk Hall. They'll take on Berkeley College. And then on Saturday, the Moose will have Berkeley College men and women. So I don't know why the Moose men, I'm going to ask Coach Paul about that, why they're not playing a doubleheader Friday night since Berkeley's going to be here. Stolen away by Dumais. She knocked that out of bounds. That's Bree Dumais. We haven't seen Desiree.
Well, she has 3 fouls.
Because of the 3 fouls, yeah.
She's replaced right now by her sister in that spot.
Filling the role of the three-point shooter.
Yeah.
It's Bree. And she's got one. Yarbrough put it up and Paquette rebound. Bree Dumais kicks it back outside now to Allie. Allison. Dumais back inside. Alcid got away from her and off Ariana, so it's Knights basketball. The Knights of Vermont Tech. Michael Mader, their head coach. Only able to bring 5 players. They said they wanted to make sure they played. We saw them last year, and their 5 now are better than the 5 they had last year. They got some other kids in, and they just need to flesh out the program a little bit, and he's working hard at that. Communicates well with his team, and as we've talked about in the league, everybody's looking for teams to still come back off the COVID, and it's taken some teams a little longer. There's a drive, and Calicay's got it. She's going to reverse and spin and shoot. Allie ends up with it. She looks ahead. Alcid's running the floor. Ariana did a good job to keep it in. Haley launches. She's got a 3. That one didn't go. And Bree Dumais. Stolen away. Calicay comes in, gets fouled, and Calicay's gone down. Matt Dove will head right out, and we'll move away from that injury as we like to do. Why don't we got a break lined up, Nate? We'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back to Kirk Hall after this.
retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division.
In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important.
Back here to Kirk Hall, 5:05 left here, second quarter action. Lily Calicay getting some trainer attention on the bench, and she went down heavily, but we see her sitting back on the training table, and she's moving that knee, which is a good sign. So, you know, sometimes you hit the floor with that knee and you get a bruise on it, and it gives you some really, really acute pain, and that'll go away.
And it's just tough now because now they got to play with only 4v5 here, player down. It's a unique scenario. I haven't seen this very often.
Yeah. So we're only streaming. We got somebody asking about a Mustang game. I don't know that there is a Mustang game today. They played yesterday. We're just doing the Moose games here today, these two games. Maybe it's a JV game, I'm sorry. That's probably what it is. It's probably a men's JV game. No, we're not contracted by the school to do that. So we're waiting to get rolling here. We've got Coach Mader talking to his four players here and how they're going to, I would guess, a 2-2 zone.
Yeah, I'd probably just play a box.
Box, yeah. Well, you wonder if they might have to even anticipate this and practice this a little bit. Not sure. It's not ideal, but it is what it is, as they say in the coaching lingo, right? I think Coach Belichick started, it is what it is. Every coach in America has picked that up, I think. Yeah, bro. She'll lose it to Alcid and get a tie-up. I'm sorry, that wasn't Calicay. I'm sorry, I'm giving you bad information. It's a Samantha Barcombe, perhaps. We sometimes get blocked out, but I see Lily's out there, so that's good. Sorry for the bad intel, particularly for you fans watching for the Knights. Apologize for that. Kicked inside, and there's the open side, and Moose are able to take advantage of that. They go up 34-13.
It's tough on both sides, Rob, because, you know, even if you are UMA here, I mean, it's just playing against the competition. It's a whole different mindset, right? I mean, you know you're at an advantage.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have the same feeling.
Ahead to Elsid. Ariana with the spin and up and in. Nice move.
Yeah, good touch there, short range.
By Elsid. And that's a good thing. You know, get Ariana involved in the offense a little more. You know, let her flesh out her game some. That's fantastic. Fouls on Haley, and Haley's looking like, what?
She
said, I fouled my own player, I think.
A screen set on her by Allie.
Yeah, she fouled her own player.
That's the other thing. You get used to the spacing of,
That was kind of funny. You probably saw
I'll tell
that.
you what, I'd love playing defense like this and not having to guard anybody. I think Farrar is
like the basket, like a basket defender, right?
Just sitting in the middle.
Yeah. So if they put Katie in there, Katie at 6 feet would be a good basket defender. She'd nail everything off. Yabro's going to have her work cut out for her. She's a good penetrator, but kicked outside and shot clock violation. Pop from the corner won't go. Yeah, so it was Samantha Barcombe that went down. As we said, the trainers rushed out. Everybody rushed out. We got blocked a little bit. In the corner, Paquette, no. And Buckingham with the rebound. Yarborough now. Knights in no rush here. So one of the things that you have to look at for the Moose, and to Coach's credit, he's not taking that extra defender and doubling the ball or anything else like that you could do, Nate. So Coach Heath Cowan has just dropped that extra defender just right in the middle of the paint as a basket defender. So shot outside, a good one for Yarborough, but not down. Alley dips it inside to Dunbar, back outside. And Bree Dumais continues the Dumais three-point reign of terror.
Holy cow.
And she moves up to be the second high scorer, so 6 out of 7 between Desiree and Bree from three-point land. And Desiree hasn't seen the floor since she went out with her third foul. And under 2 minutes. Popped outside. That won't go. Dunbar in the paint, rolls it up and out. Alcid fighting for the rebound with Finnegan. Knocked out of bounds. Knights basketball. Looks like Samantha Barcombe is going back to the bench. So that's a good sign. Remains to be seen if she can re-enter the contest. That's what we don't know. Buckingham got it inside. Tipped away. Paquette ahead of the pack. She'll find room and glass at home. 41-13. Stay with us at halftime. We'll take a look at the halftime stats here from our great sponsors. And Ty Cowan, the student assistant coach, will join us for an interview. Going to have Ty list all the errors that his father has made so far this year. Yarborough popped it home. Inside. Paquette goes up off the glass. Reverse layup up and in for Haley. Slight differential between, no differential. They shut the shot clock off. Yarborough dribbling outside. Calls for the pick outside. Yarborough wants to go. Inside. Buckingham, and that will do it. So we're played one half of basketball here, 43-15. We'll take a break. We'll come back with halftime when we come back to Kirk Hall. You're watching Moose Basketball on Munzing Media.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division.
In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life. We're back here at halftime. We've got Ty Cowan, the student assistant coach, working for your dad. How's that been going?
I mean, it's been a struggle, no, it's been great. I really appreciate the opportunity. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's something I always knew I wanted to do, and to be working with him and with Pete has been a blessing, and we got a great group of kids that has been making it real easy.
Yeah, that really does make it easy. Those young women that you're coaching are always very respectful towards us every time. They're thanking us for doing the games and all that, doing things the right way. And, of course, that does make it a lot easier. So tell us a little bit about what your role is as the student assistant coach, and what are some of the things you're looking for during game action and scouting and things of that sort?
I'm really kind of just keeping them focused. I like to call myself the translator. You know, we got two big personalities that are the coaches. Sometimes they kind of look at me, what do they mean? I'll translate everything my father said. Been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, you're co-generational with the kids for the most part. Yeah,
absolutely. And I played a little bit. I was never great, but I thought I had a good eye for the game. So it just kind of, I've played at this level. So what the girls are seeing, I have seen before.
Sure.
So kind of helping them transition, especially we got a lot of kids we didn't have last year. So kind of getting them mentally prepared for the start of the season. And I think we're doing a much better job now, knowing how good they are, trying to get them to play at the level we know they can play at.
Well, and of course, you've been a student athlete at this level. You know what it takes for the classroom component of it, how to balance your whole day, and all of that. It's very structured when you're a student athlete. You're taking classes. You know, you've got exams you've got to do. Those are coming up, and then you still got to work in practices, and you folks are scrambling for practices. You know, it's not like some of the teams have their own home gym like the Mustangs have here. You guys are using some of the other facilities in around the Augusta area, so kids got to get to practice, get back, and all that stuff. And as you said, a recent player at this level, you recognize what the league is about and all that. So you're a really big advantage to this. You've got much more continuity this season. We can see it because it was a hectic, and hectic isn't the right word, kind of just an out-of-this-world experience for your dad coming in, who thought he was going to be helping out as an assistant coach, and the next thing he knows, 24 hours later, he's the head coach and the season starting.
Yeah, having a summer helped a lot, you know, because you build trust really between the player and the coach, and I think having a full summer, a preseason, and doing all that, not jumping right into it, has helped a lot.
And what is your role as in the recruiting part of it? Because we all know that your future success is a phone call today to somebody that says, yes, I'm coming to UMA.
I mean, it's just that. You're just going to watch the kids, especially the ones you've already talked to. We got 3 coaches, so we should have people at the games. And that's what I just want to do. I just want to be there for the kids who want to come here. So I think when they see a coach there, it means a lot to them. Whether they seem like they really want me to come, and that's what I.
Yeah, and of course with groups like ourselves who are streaming games, I mean you can also catch the stream. You can watch it post game if you're at a game, and you come home. You've got Savvy Brown who's already committed to you. If you want to watch your Gardner game, I happen to be streaming it. You're out visiting another kid, you can back in, watch Savvy, and you can make a comment. Hey Savvy, that was a great play you had. Da 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 da. So
yeah, absolutely.
There's lots to be done. Probably sometimes Ty, not as many hours in the game because you're also a student yourself.
That's true. I try to balance it. It's hard not to just focus on basketball sometimes, but I do my best.
Well, I know all about coaches' kids because you know, all 3 of my sons were athletes. I got to coach 2 of them, and actually all 3 I coached in Aiden Lobster Bowl one year. So we know all about that. Coaches' kids are special, and it's a special thing to be able to work with your dad.
Yeah, obviously my father, but he coached me when I was in high school in golf.
Yeah, right.
I've been around all his Skowhegan and his Gardner teams growing up, been to his practices, and now to kind of go from, you know, just watching to being coached to being treated as an equal on the same foot. I think he does a great job with me and Pete, valuing what we say. It's been an unbelievable experience. I can't wait to continue.
Perfect, Ty. Thank you for joining us here, sharing all that with us. And we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll have second half action here from Kirk Hall after this.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
Back here to Kirk Hall. I want to thank Ty Cowan. Coming on with us, halftime interview. That's the big advantage about being down here. We're so close to the action, we can grab folks and talk to them. We're up at the Civic Center. We're a half mile away from everybody.
They got to make the trek up the mountain.
Yeah, they do. So Nate and I did ask. Would be the Moose's decision if they wanted to play with 4. But as, you know, assistant coach Pete Dixon noted, you know, you want to be able to run your offense with 5 people. That's, you know, and they're trying to work some other roles in and all of that. So, you know, they're going to be somewhat, I don't say passive on the defensive end, but then they're not going to double the ball on the defensive end, but they want to run their offense through 5 people. It makes perfect sense because the Moose will never find themselves in a situation where they have to play with 4. No. So we got somebody down. Finnegan went down. They can't lose another.
You can't play with her.
She's okay. She's going to get back slowly. And Dumais is going to take a rare layup, part of her repertoire. She's now got 16 points on the game. Haley Paquette got 7. Mariah Dunbar 6. Bree Dumais with 6. Ariana Alcid with 4. Katie Butterfield 3. Sydney Farrar 3. And Allison Alley with 2. Everybody for the Moose in the scoring column. Corey Alborough with 7. Tay Finnegan with 3. Samantha Barcombe will finish with 3 as she was the young lady that was injured. Lily Calicay with 2. Ella Buckingham has not scored yet in the game for Vermont Tech.
Another 3-pointer made there.
Who was that got that? I was looking at the stats thing.
Dumais.
Which one? Desiree?
Desiree, yep.
Okay, so she's up to 19 points, 7 of 8 from the field, 5 of 6 from the
she should just
from beyond the arc.
Let it fly from that spot.
She's back behind the 3-point arc, so she'll let another one go. It's something we haven't said much. She missed. Nice job by Yarbrough, ripping away from Butterfield. Pop from the corner is good. Lily Calicay down to Dunbar. Dunbar 1-on-3. Inside to Farrar, goes up and drops it off. Sydney Farrar at the free throw line. Sydney rings the first one home. Men's game to follow. It's going to be quite a tilt, the men's game. We saw Vermont Tech get down big against the Moose, against the Mustangs yesterday. They were down 41-21 at the half. Climbed back, actually took a 1-point lead about 2/3 of the way through the second half, and then the Mustangs went to work and cemented the victory, but it was a hard-fought victory. Foul called underneath. Men's game scheduled for 2. That'll be iffy, depending on how quickly the second half will go. You would think it might be moving right along, but already a couple of fouls called. Finnegan will go to the second one. He's got them both. Tay Finnegan, sophomore out of Tampa, Florida. Looked inside to Dunbar. Now Alley weaves through traffic, back outside. Dunbar's going to pop that shot there, and she's gold from there. Mariah is not going to miss that one.
Yeah, it is interesting when you point out, Rob, you still want to operate, your offense, and
sure.
You want to take the shots that you're used to taking, move the ball around probably a little bit more. But you gotta get something out of this.
Yarbrough went up, and Dunbar's got the board. Weaves through traffic, gets it ahead to Alley. Alley's got Farrar with her. The bounce pass, Farrar up left-handed and in. Sydney having a good offensive game now. She's up to 6 points. Good balance scoring by the Moose. Of course, Desiree Dumais has been lights out, 5 out of 7 from three-point range. Layup also, 19 points. Other than that, everybody's pretty much bunched together. From the corner, good look, and Butterfield's got the rebound. Right to Finnegan. Faye Finnegan goes, swoops in. Missed the layup. Dunbar up, gets bumped. You're going to have to create a major infraction and probably get a call here. Officials doing a good job on this.
Reading the room.
They've got it, yeah. Officiating was good this league, although Coach Hughes from Montec wasn't happy with it yesterday. Wasn't happy with the disparity of the fouls called against his team.
Was it lopsided or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, if you're playing aggressive defense, and they were trying to come back in the game, Nate, that's where you commit a lot of fouls. You get down and you start, they went into a kind of a three-quarter to half-court trap, run and jump type of thing, and when you play that, sometimes you'll commit some reaching fouls and stuff like that, and they did. So, but he wasn't, we were, of course, right down here. We heard some of the conversation he was having with the officials. Yarbrough all the way over. Buckingham. Finnegan back outside. Yarbrough wants to penetrate. She's in the paint, got it blocked. That was good defense by Alley. Allison Alley's got one launched. Look good. Finish good. .3 so far for the Moose in the game. They're shooting lights out. Of course, it's hard for the Knights to defend with just the 4. They're being as game as they can. And where you see the advantage is on the boards. Moose owning the boards. Dunbar muscles through and Glasses at home.
Well, and that too, and there are just more lanes that are available to them on the offensive side. There's less space taken up by the offense, so you have more opportunity to kind of move the ball around and pick where you want to go.
Yarbrough with a nice drive. She'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line. And of course, it's not like the Moose can go, to their 12th, 13th, 14th player in this game, Nate. They've got the 8 players dressed, and coaches rotating them in and out. Yarbrough hits them both. Good plays. She's up to 9 points in the game. Paquette in the game back outside to Farrar. Rolled around on the outside. Bridume launches hard, and there's one of those lanes you were talking about, Nate, that on the weak side for the rebound came right to Sydney Farrar, and she put it up and home.
Yeah, the defense is going to shift over to play whatever side the ball's on, so it's going to open up that backside rebounding position. So nice job by Farrar. Get over there. Understand that's going to open up.
Buckingham got cut off. Yarbrough kicks it back outside. Got a block call. As we said, 2 o'clock start for the men's game. Probably going to be a little bit after that. But this is moving along pretty well here in the quarter. Only 5 total fouls called here. 3 in the Moose, 2 in the Knights. So we might not shoot this quarter outside. Paquette with it. Comes Haley. Farrar up and home.
Nice fish. Good control there with the right hand, moving the ball away from Yarbrough, who's coming over to defend against the shot.
Sydney up to 10 points in the game. It's got the rebound here. Yarbrough reached in, but they didn't call it. And Yarbrough come down with the loose ball. Steps before the finish. Comes into Alcid. Alcid spins, goes up with it, and Coach Pete Dixon, Assistant Coach Pete, nice things to say about Ariana. When they bring in recruits, they always make sure Ariana gets to talk to the recruits. She's a great ambassador to the program. Kicked outside. That's a long shot for 3, lips out. Huge advantage, of course, on the boards. Take a look at the rebounding difference, 28 to 13 for the Moose. Allison Alley will take a break. Gets hand claps all around. Lily Paquette quickly catch and release for 2. So it's been a tough couple of days here for the Knights, coming in short-handed, losing a player today and having to play 2 of the best teams in the league, Nate. So they do have a win on the season. They beat Great Bay Community College. We saw Great Bay in action the other night against the Moose. Got a quick timeout. We'll take the timeout. We'll come back. 1:36 left, third quarter. We come back after this.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
So Nate's running the controls today, so that means the scoreboard is a different one. It's down at the bottom, so I'm going to defer to Nate's. He watches a lot more basketball than I do on TV and all, and that looks like to be the scoreboard we're seeing everywhere. So it's nice that we have it at our disposal. Looks just like the colleges are running. Yarbrough back outside. 3 from the corner's good. That's knocked home by Ella Buckingham. That's her first basket of the game, and it was a trifecta. Yarborough walks it up. Easy to find Yarborough. She's got those bright fluorescent sneakers off the glass and in. What color are those, Nate?
Yeah, those are bright, you're right, like an ultraviolet yellow kind of looking shoe.
Yeah.
Pretty cool looking.
I bet they're in the dark. You can see them, too. Dumais kept alive, but Finnegan will get it. The reason I defer to my son on the colors is he's got a colorblind father. That's why the scoreboard, I got a message from Nate on the scoreboard for the Moose. He says, the Moose, you've got him green, not red. Comes Alcid with it. Ariana down the left side, goes all the way left-handed, lays it in. Coach made her a little upset with a potential, trying to get a technical foul called on that. I don't know what that was, but
I think he thought Alcid was the one who pushed the ball down, but it
wasn't. It was his own player. Yeah. So
I think he's a little confused.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back. It'll be fourth quarter when we come back here to Kirk Hall after this.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
So fourth quarter coming up here from Kirk Hall. We'll play the fourth quarter, then we'll take a break. Probably about 20 minutes. We'll be back for the men's game. 25 minutes. So at the conclusion of the game, a little time, then they'll set the clock for a 20-minute warm-up. So we'll know more at the end of how we're going to be. It's 1:26, so we're not too bad off. I don't expect a lot of fouls called, as the officials have really got this under control, understand it. They're only calling the obvious types of fouls. Pop from the corner, in and out. Out of bounds, and it will be Moose ball. Alcid Dunbar. Desiree Dumais. Hilly Paquette and Bree Dumais, the five for your Moose. Next Moose call Wednesday. Outside, fill it up with a high test. Marie Dumais. She's now 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc. 9 points. So got the hold call. Men's teams are coming in and taking their place in the bleachers, getting ready for their game. We see Trevor Beals across the way. Trevor will have his work cut out as Richards for Vermont Tech is a good player. Brett Richards, we saw him last night. He's a freshman. We were impressed with him against the Mustangs, so that'll be a good matchup for Beals in the men's game. And maybe 3 shots. So we have already moved the men's game later into the 2 o'clock hour, about 2:30, 2:25. We'll adjust that as needed. At the conclusion of this game, it'll come up as its own separate game if you're watching us for the first time. I always try to do that because the coaches like to have the games. We send them a download link. They can download the game, do cut-ups, do what they want, highlights and whatever. So we like to keep the games separate. Haley launches. Tipped away, and those loose balls typically have been finding the Moose as they've got that extra player. That one's thrown away right through Bree Dumais' hands. Story of this game has been the three-point shooting. They were at 66% early in the game. The Moose have dropped down to 52.4%, 11 of 21 from beyond the arc. They've hit 11 three-pointers.
Wow.
There's a three-pointer right there. That's the second one of the game by Ella Buckingham. She's out of St. Johnsbury, Vermont.
It's kind of an interesting balance when you want to, keep a flow to the game, Rob. Pull back on some intensity, but you don't want to do that too much. It's quite the balancing act here for the Moose.
Maine Maritime is the opponent for, what is it? That'll be a good matchup. It's their Division III team. I believe they play in the North Atlantic Conference, that conference with Husson and Thomas schools of that sort. Finnegan launches off the glass, won't go. Head and good hustle back by Yarborough. Gets it ahead for the lay-in. That was Lily Calicay.
Nice fast break there. Vermont Tech.
In the men's league that you play in, Nate, they'd call that basket hanging. But can't blame Lily for that. She read it and stayed up and got the lane. You got to give it.
You're down a player. I mean,
what the heck, huh? Good read by Lily. That's what we're saying. Got to talk to Lily before the game. Gave me all the pronunciations of the kids graciously. She's trying to stretch out. They played back-to-back games too. Don't forget. Yarborough goes, spins in. We'll call a block. Yarborough's going to shoot two. Hard game to officiate too, Nate, isn't it? I mean, you're trying to have a balance of what to call and not call, and any calls that you make, not that officials think about that. They just call the game, but it's certainly, in a pressure situation, a one-point game or something like that, you still understand as an official that, you're making a call that could affect the game, and you just got to call it. I mean, that's not the case here. You're trying to balance out, getting the flow of the game going and, making sure still that it's a safe game, too. And so far the players are responding that way, so that's really good and clear that players get it here, and there's been no major tie-ups or collisions or anything else like that. Good, clean play by both teams. Paquette's got the shot from the corner, going to overshoot that one, but the rebound's going to come all the way out to Bree Dumais. 9 on the shot clock, 8 on the shot clock. Desiree Dumais let it go and then said, I wasn't far enough back for that shot. I needed to be beyond the arc.
Right.
That one got away from, she just put her hands to her head like, oh my. I don't think she thought she was getting the ball, and she knew the shot clock was winding down, so she almost had to just push it up there before she could set a release. Billy Paquette called on the foul. That's her 5th. So Sydney Ferraro come into the game. Finnegan the side out to Yarborough. The only benefit to this shot roster, Nate, is for the announcer, because
Yeah, you already know all the
You
players.
get the four
now, yeah.
kids' names down pretty quickly. Yarborough down inside. Of course, I had the benefit last night listening to Jim do the game, so shot clock violation. 6:15 left here in the fourth, 74-35. We're not dwelling on the score. You can see it right on the scoreboard. Nate's got all the colors matching up today, so that's good. Yeah, as I said, he says, Dad, you got the Mustang red, it's green. I'm red-green colorblind, so that happens to me. Send me a text to fix it. So I do what I do, Nate. When I get in a situation like that and I can't tell the colors, I got nobody to help me with right in the middle of the game, I just make everything black. and it worked for the Mustangs yesterday because they were wearing their black travel uniforms yesterday at home. So they were black, so it worked out very well. So I lucked out on that one, and I looked up. I said, well, I'm just going to make it black. So that's what we did. Men's game coming up here. We'll have more action midweek, as we'll have a doubleheader action here on Munzing Media. Nate will be back down here to work with Coach Ryan Palmer. As we've got a split doubleheader. Brewster Academy in to take on the men at 6 o'clock from Kirk Hall. And then NHTI in a game that's a makeup game from when NHTI was in the tournament, the soccer tournament, and coming back from that with several players. They couldn't play on the original schedule, so they just had the men's game that night. They'll have the women's game on Wednesday night. So that'll be an 8 o'clock start. I will be on the call up at the Augusta Civic Center, as we said, Maine Maritime Academy coming in. Non-league game for the Moose. 5:30 start for that, 5:30 and 7:30 Wednesday night from the Augusta Civic Center on our Moose call. So that's what's coming up midweek.
That'll be a great test, like you mentioned before. Especially all teams coming into a break as well here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they'll finish up league play and then go on the semester break. They usually give the kids a week of finals, no games, so that they can concentrate here. So we've got a double timeout, and I'm not sure. Oh, Faye Finnegan had to go over and get tended to by Matt Dove, the certified athletic trainer on staff here at Central Maine Community College, covering the Moose games here. The Moose are kind of nomadic for their home games, as this is one of several sites they call home. Of course, Augusta Civic Center, anytime they can get it. Weekends are tough at the Civic Center, of course, as they have trade shows and things of that sort, concerts or whatever. And so they can't get in on the weekends. So on the weekends, they'll travel around, and one of the places they travel, of course, is right down here to Kirk Hall. They'll also have traveled down to Southern Maine Community College. And they also play sometimes at their Bangor campus. We're able to stream many of the games, of course, from the Augusta Civic Center. The fine staff up at the Augusta Civic Center helps us out up there, as well as, of course, we're set up down here for our streaming setup. Southern Maine, of course, does a great job. Jeff Schools down at Southern Maine Community College running the streaming down for the Seawolves. I'm not sure if the Moose play down there, if Southern Maine streams for them. I don't know. I'll have to ask about that. I don't know that. So we're back in action as we hit the 6-minute mark.
Sid, help on the ball!
Looped inside, Finnegan. Whatever treatment she got is good because it results in a basket for her. Finnegan up to 7 points in the game. Foul call. And Arian Alcid will go to the free throw line. She's already 2 for 2 from the line. Up to 6 points in the game. Ariana continues to be perfect. 3 for 3 now.
4 fouls on Tay Finnegan, so just a...
Yeah, so Faye's going to have to
still some
ghost it up on the defense.
Yeah, we got still over halfway finish this quarter.
Yeah, they don't want to lose another player. They have to go into that 1-1-1 zone. Don't see that a lot, Nate.
I've never seen 3. I don't know if you can actually play with 3.
I don't know.
I know you can start with 5 and finish with 4, but I don't think there's a.
Well, hopefully we don't find out.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Faye's smart enough to realize that she's just got to stay out of the action almost. Tipped out.
Pat was telling me that you can play with 3. That's as far as it can go. So.
Allie, freeze 3 next time.
Yarborough out front. She's going to pop one. Why not? Back iron won't go. Rebound. Allie. Won't go. Held ball. Possession arrow for the Knights. So they'll have possession here. Finnegan got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. She's 3 out of 4 from the line. 4:21 left here in the fourth. Knights got off to a good start. Actually led this one early on. They were fresh and led 5-4 before the Moose caught them and went into a Moose trot that's got them a 76-37 lead. Allie. Some good defense there by Yarborough. Got a big smile on her face. Yarborough. They paid her by the dribble, she'd be a millionaire. Woo. She controls the ball so much, and she's a terrific ball handler. Goes to Farrar inside outside. Nice bounce pass. Ariana finishes. 10 points now, double figures. Ten points to go along with 4 rebounds. 4 for 4 from the line. I would say Ariana's making a bid for the Northeast Nutrition Player of the Game. Farrar outside. In and out, won't go. Rebound. That was Bree Dumais. Yarborough trying to get a pick. Gets one. Takes it in. High off the glass. Knocked out of bounds. Coach Mader not happy with the officiating and the official. Very good to just run down the other side of the court. Just coach frustrated, I think.
Yeah, they also switch sides. So he's not even on the same side as the coach. Nice take.
Yarborough with a nice finish. Coming down and...
She's laughing.
Yeah, Bree's all set. She's got a big smile on her face that lights up the whole gymnasium. .243 left, 78-39. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back, finish up here from Kirk Hall after this.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
We'll have the men's game coming up about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this. It's got 2:43 left. Knights are out of timeouts. This coach has been kind of using those timeouts to rest up the 4 remaining players, so that's a good job by Coach Mader, giving his kids a little rest time. And to Alcid. Alcid goes up. Tried to drop it home and didn't get down. Yarbrough gets a pick outside. She'll pop it up. Allie. Allie's going to go all the way, float it home. Nice spin on that one. Little pull action there. She used the old English. Spin it in. Yarbrough spins, pops, and she'll go to the free throw line. Yarbrough's been the high scorer again today, as she was yesterday in the game against the Mustangs. She's got 15 in the game. As we said, she's the catalyst to the Knights offense. Handles the ball and typically takes most of the shots. She's 5 for 26 from the field today for those 15 points. Now 50% from the line, 5 out of 10. Bree Dume. Allie. Second verse, same as the first. Desiree Dume knocks down her 7th three-point shot. 7 out of 10. You shoot 70%.
That's amazing.
Threes. That's pretty darn good.
I mean, that's unheard of efficiency.
Ella Buckingham
really.
with a 3, yeah.
Jeez, bro.
That's hard to do in practice. Sydney Fry, as you said, that right hand of hers, she's got great control on the ball. Looked like that was going to spin out of control, and she was able to put it up and in.
Yeah, it's funny because she's got no guide hand to help with that.
Right.
She just bounces on one hand.
Yeah.
It's a cool-looking shot.
Yarbrough floats it up. Comes to Bree Dume. She's alone in the corner. She'll knock one home. And that's a 3.
No, that was just a 2.
2 or 3?
2. He's just holding his hand up this
whole
clock until
see.
She picks it up here.
Gotcha.
We got to grow up if that's the problem.
We wind this one down. We'll let you know the Northeast Nutrition Player of the Game at the conclusion of the game.
Well, we probably do that right now.
Yeah, we can. Because we're going to hold the ball right here. Congratulations. The Moose on the win. They won at 87-42. Our player of the game for Northeast Nutrition and Energy, Ariana Alcid. Great game off the bench. She finishes with 10 points. Perfect from the line, 4 for 4, 6 rebounds for Ariana. She is our player of the game. So congratulations to Ariana Alcid. Ariana, you're our player of the game, as she walks by me. So we'll take a break here. Get ready for our second game of the day. That'll be coming up next here on Munsing Media. Until then, for Nate Munsing, I'm Rob Munsing. See you soon here back at Kirk Hall.